A female large red damselfly is preparing to lay her eggs, cutting into the reed stem with an accuracy any surgeon would be proud of. After laying a batch of eggs, she moves to another stem to repeat the process, while the male keeps a tight grip using special clasps on the tip of his abdomen, thereby making sure that no other males, like this one, can take her from him. Despite his lack of success with the ladies, at least he is able to show us the classic damselfly folded wing pose. On a nearby lily pad, a male long-legged fly is still trying to attract his mate, with a display that reminds me of a flight line marshal on a runway, guiding in a plane. Seems to be working too. Away from the pond, deeds of destruction are taking place. Just behind me, mullein moth caterpillars are wreaking havoc with the verbascum. Mullein moth caterpillars are far more attractive than their parents, who basically resemble a flying twig. The yellow and black markings are a warning to would-be predators. The striking pattern makes me think of a row of little men with moustaches, although that's probably just me. No part of the plant is safe, not even the flowers, as you can see here. And the skull-like markings are just, well, creepy. This solitary bee house was put up last year, and in less than a month it had become the scene of frantic activity. This female masonry bee has already made a series of compartments, each containing pollen, nectar and an egg, and separated by a wall of mud, and now she's sealing the entrance with even more mud. Solitary bees play an important part in pollinating garden plants, and with no hive to protect, they are perfectly safe to have in your garden. Solitary bees come in all shapes, sizes and colours, and this year is a different type that's taken over the bee house. Having cleared out the mess from last year's tenants and provisioned the hole with nectar and pollen, it's time to lay one's egg and begin sealing the compartments. So if you're a lover of rose bushes, then turn away from your screens now, because these are leafcutter bees, and the leaves they favour the most are rose leaves. Again, the finished nest is sealed, this time with mulched up leaves, and then abandoned. Generally speaking, nest building is a peaceful process. However, that's not always the case. There appears to be some dispute as to who owns the hole here, and indeed what building materials are required. Instead of the traditional 20mm semicircle in green, this individual has opted for the oversized manky yellow approach. But I don't think that's really going to work. In comes the real owner of the hole, frantically waving her tail in warning. Shortly followed by the first bee with yet another piece of manky yellow leaf. The offending leaf is swiftly removed by the owner, and even a different colour scheme isn't going to change her mind. I think this argument could last for some time.